So you're looking to start an LLC in New York State? Great! Let's walk through the 7 most important steps to setting up an LLC in New York and show you how it can take only a few minutes to file, whether you're doing it yourself or considering a service like Taylor Brands, which we will discuss later. We've got tips and shortcuts to help you avoid common mistakes and unnecessary fees. Plus, we'll cover some crucial post-formation tasks that are often overlooked but essential for keeping your LLC in good standing. Stay with us, and let's make your business dreams a reality. Ready to begin? Let's dive right in. Step 1. Choose a name. The first step is deceptively important, as naming issues are actually the primary cause of LLC filing rejections in New York. You want a name that suits your business activities, but you also need to follow these rules. The name should end with Limited Liability Company, or the abbreviation LLC, with periods after each letter, or a LLC. Avoid names that suggest your LLC is a government agency, bank, insurance company, or any other business requiring special licensing. Avoid using any words that imply you're a different business entity, such as corp, bank, nonprofit, etc. Avoid using words prohibited by state law, such as a school, library, or a college. Your chosen name must be unique and differ from all other existing business names. You can check name availability for free by searching through the New York portal online, which is linked below. Step 2. Find a registered agent. After you find the right name for your LLC, you will need to nominate a New York registered agent. This is a necessary step when completing articles of organization, more on that in the next step. A registered agent is a person or business entity that will receive important documents such as notices from the government or summons if someone sues you on behalf of your LLC. In New York, the Secretary of State automatically assumes that role. However, your business address must still be on record so that the documents can be forwarded to you. It's super important to note here that the address on file will become public information. Because New York requires you to publish your business's address in the newspaper upon formation, more on that in Step 6, don't skip it, your information could potentially be seen by millions of people. Using a registered agent service will offer privacy since it is the agent's address that will become public record instead. Plus, publication costs can be around $1,500 or more if the principal address is in New York City. A registered agent service located outside the city can greatly reduce the cost of publication. You can change your listed business address after you've published if you'd like. If you form through Taylor Brands and use our link below, the service will be free for 1 whole year, and it'll cost you even less. We're partnered with Taylor Brands and may earn a commission, but we genuinely do recommend their service for its value and privacy protection. Step 3. File your LLC Articles of Organization. This is the step that registers your LLC with the Secretary of State, so congrats! This document includes your LLC's name, the county where the main business office will be, whether the LLC will be managed by managers or members, and the address to which the Secretary of State will forward mail. You can file in person or by mail by downloading and completing Form DOS 1336. Filing by mail takes about 7 weeks to get approval. Filing online is the method we tend to recommend since you can receive approval right away. If your LLC is based in another state, it will be regarded as a foreign LLC in New York, which means it must get permission to do business in New York. This requires filing an application for authority on Form DOS 1361. You can file by hand or by mail using the address given previously. The filing fee for this is $250. Step 4. Create an LLC operating agreement. Although not required by New York law, it's highly recommended to create an LLC operating agreement. This document outlines important details about your LLC's ownership structure and operating rules, members' rights and responsibilities, profit distribution, and internal procedures. The operating agreement keeps everyone on the same page and minimizes conflicts. Some banks may even request an operating agreement and business plan when opening a business bank account or applying for a loan. To make things easier for you, Taylor Brands provided a free operating agreement template on the information page. Step 5. Get an LLC Employer Identification Number, EIN. The final step is to obtain an LLC EIN, which is like a social security number for your business. This unique number allows the IRS to identify and track your business's tax and filing status. You'll need the EIN to open a business bank account, manage federal and state taxes, and hire employees. The process is super simple and completely free of charge through the IRS. Only after you get confirmation that your LLC's name and information have been approved, head to the federal government's IRS application portal and fill out the online form. Make sure you only go through the official federal site, never pay anyone for an EIN. There are a lot of scammy sites out there that come up when you Google it, so just be mindful. Step 6. Publication. New York State has a pretty unique rule. LLCs are required to notify the public of their formation by publishing a notice. The notice must appear once a week for 6 successive weeks in 2 local newspapers of the county where the office of the LLC is located. One newspaper must be weekly, and the other must be daily. Publication must be completed within 120 days after the day your LLC was approved. After the 6 weeks publication period, each newspaper will mail you an affidavit of publication and snippets of the notice. The next step is to download and complete Form DOS 1708-HEF Certificate of Publication, and put it all together, the 2 affidavits, the snippets, and the Form DOS 1708-HEF, and mail them to the designated address in New York. Publishing costs vary widely by county. Depending on where your LLC is located, you may be stuck with high publication costs. If you sign Taylor Brands as your registered agent, like we mentioned in Step 2, you can use their Albany address to file. Albany publication costs are low relative to other counties. Subsequently, you can file Form DOS 1359, Certificate of Change, and under the 3rd article, change the post office address to one reflecting the LLC's actual location. The filing fee for that is $30. Step 7. File a Beneficial Ownership Information Report. Beginning in January of 2024, LLC owners need to file a Beneficial Ownership Information Report, BOI, with the U.S. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FINCEN. New LLCs will need to file their report within 90 days of formation. The BOI report contains information meant to identify the true owners of the LLC. There is no charge for filing it, but failure to file an accurate report on time can result in a $500 per day fine. You can do this online or by mail. So those are the 7 steps you'll need to complete to successfully create an LLC. A lot of it seems overwhelming, especially when you're just starting up and wanting to learn. Thankfully, with the help of Taylor Brands, everything I've just explained can be done within a couple of minutes with minimal effort. Don't believe me? Well, I'm now going to show you how to use Taylor Brands. Once you click the first link in the description, you'll be taken to the same page as me. First, you want to choose the state. I'll select New York and click Get Started. Next, you want to go ahead and put in your business name. For example, I'm going to go ahead and do Jelly Beans. I'm then going to go ahead and check if it's available or not. There we go, this is available, so I can go ahead and click Next. Taylor Brands tells you how they would form your LLC. First off, you need to tell them about your business. You then get an LLC recommendation. You then form your LLC, and they will keep you up to date on your LLC. For the most part, you just want to go ahead and click Next. You then need to specify what stage your business is in. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose taking the first steps, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. They ask when you're planning to launch your business, so I'm going to go ahead and choose as soon as possible, and I'll go ahead and click Next. Now you want to specify what your business is about. I'm going to go ahead and say my business is about a pastry shop. I'll go ahead and type that in like so, click that, and then you need to specify if it's a physical good or a professional service. Mine will be a physical good, so I'll go ahead and click that and then click Next. You then need to answer whether or not you would have hired employees. For my business, because I'm running a coffee shop, for example, I'll go ahead and click Yes, and then I'll click Next. After that, you then need to say where you'll be operating from. I will put in a random postal code, and then I'll choose one of these 3 options here. One of them is online, another is at your brick-and-mortar shop, and the last one is on the go. I'm going to go ahead and choose at your brick-and-mortar, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. You can then choose between these options to apply to your business: a logo, a website, a trademark, etc. For the most part, you probably want a lot of these, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of them because I'd like all of them, and then you can also type your own if you'd like. After that, I'll go ahead and click Next. Then there is a checklist for what you already have in your business. For example, if you already have a logo within your business or a domain or a registered agent, you can go ahead and tick these. However, if you do not have any of these, you can go to the very bottom here and click None of the above. For my example, I don't have any of these, so I'm going to go ahead and click that, and then I'll click Next. You then want to go ahead and fill out your basic information: your name, last name, phone number, and your email address. After you've done that, you go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands will offer to help you get your own EIN, so if you do need help getting your own EIN, you will be charged $99 after your application is reviewed. After you've chosen, you can then go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands then offer to give you a registered agent, so if you already have one, of course, you don't really need to do this, but if you don't, I highly recommend it because they make your life a lot easier, and they're very flexible and easy to work with. So if you were to choose this option, you will be charged $199 every year. Once you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Get Tailor Brands to keep your LLC compliant, or if you didn't want to handle it yourself, you can choose between the two. However, if you do choose Tailor Brands, you will be charged $199 annually. Once you've chosen that, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you also get an offer to use their toolkit. So with the toolkit, you'll get a domain, create logos, a website, and an online store, a range of other essential tools, all in one place to set up your business online and reach customers. So I do highly recommend the toolkit as it gives you a lot of other things you can add, such as a logo or domain or even a website. However, if you do not want to use the toolkit, you can choose between these two options. After you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you can choose to get your LLC faster, so if you go with the expedited filing time, it should come within 2 business days. However, if you do want to wait, it will come within 14 days, so it's entirely up to you if you are in a rush or you want to be patient. If you do go with the expedited filing time, it will come at $49, so it's your choice there. After this, you can go ahead and click Next. You can then choose to get an operating agreement from Tailor Brands, or if you want to figure out that by yourself, you can choose that. Of course, if you do choose to get an operating agreement with Tailor Brands, you will be charged $29, so after that, you can go ahead and click Next. And then based on what you have checked and what you have chosen throughout this little survey, they will offer you a plan. So as you can see, Tailor Brands has offered the Elite LLC plan, which includes the following. I'll go ahead and explain the other plans in just a moment. However, if we go ahead and scroll down here, you can choose to uncheck or check a registered agent and an EIN as well and get your free business banking account. Now do keep in mind with any plan you choose, there will be a state fee. Now obviously the state fee will be different depending on which state you choose, so please keep that in mind. Of course, if you are happy with what you are getting offered, you can go ahead and click Proceed. However, if you do want to have a look at the other plans, I will now show you the other plans. So there is the light option, which comes at $0. Of course, you will have to pay the state fee. This may differ depending on which state you choose. So the light plan, you get an LLC formation and it will be processed in up to 14 business days. Then there is the essential plan, which comes in at $199 per year. Just like all the others, it comes with the state fee as well. So with the essential plan, you get annual compliance and it is processed in up to 2 business days. And of course, you get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. Then there is the Elite plan, which is recommended by Tailor Brands and comes at $249, and it is billed annually or yearly. This comes with annual compliance and branding tools, and it is processed in up to 2 business days. Now with the Elite plan, you get the most, of course, considering it is the highest paid plan. However, it is the most worth paid plan. So of course, you'll get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. You get a 1-year free domain, 8 free logos, a DIY website builder and online store, a digital business card, a social media post maker, and a business card toolkit. They value this at $432, however the full plan is at $249. So regarding choosing a plan, again it is entirely up to you and your situation. However, I do recommend the Elite plan considering how much more you get with the Elite plan. So after you've chosen, you can go ahead and select which plan is right for you. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and select the Elite plan. So assuming you are happy with your current plan, you can go ahead and click proceed and then you'll be asked to choose either PayPal or card, entirely up to you guys. So within a couple of minutes, we went through a process with Taylor Brands and have successfully created our own LLC. So if you have to choose between creating an LLC on your terms or creating an LLC with Taylor Brands, I do believe it is a no-brainer to go with Taylor Brands considering how much they offer for such a great price as well as they do all the work for you without you needing to do much at all. Simply fill out a survey, choose the plan, and there you go, you have an LLC. Now, let's walk you through the post-formation steps. You've successfully formed your LLC. There are a few important things to keep in mind. Biennial statement. Every 2 years, your LLC has to file a biennial statement with the New York State Department of State. You can file online using the Department of State's e-statement filing service. The fee is $9. The biennial statement is used to update the post office address where the LLC will receive any legal papers. Make sure to file the statement in the same calendar month your LLC became active, but never before. Separate business and personal assets. It's crucial to keep your business assets and transactions separate from personal ones to maintain the limited liability protection provided by your LLC. Formalize the separation by having a corporate card and a business checking account for your LLC. Insurance protection. Lastly, check to see what insurance protection you may need. Having business insurance is wise since all businesses face risks. Additionally, some types of insurance are required by law. To simplify the process, a professional service like Taylor Brands, which we mentioned earlier, charges a nominal fee and can help manage tasks like these for you. They can also serve as a hotline for answering any questions, saving you time and effort so you can focus on actually running your business. So hopefully this video has helped you to form an LLC of your own. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you did want to get to Taylor Brands, there will be a link down below that you guys can click on. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.